looking at Intera Gym in Goshen, where tonight a rivalry of 55 years is renewed as the Westview Warriors come calling on the Goshen Redhawks on this edition of the 46th game of the week. And how you doing, everybody? With my broadcast partner, the Hall of Famer Bob Nagel, and another Hall of Famer, Bo Hunt, courtside. It's Chuck Freeby. Great to have you with us for what should be an exciting weekend of high school basketball on TV 46, and we'll tip it off on the boys' side. In a lot of towns, you talk about keeping up with the Joneses. At Westview, it's about keeping up with the Yoders, which isn't easy to do because Mason and Brady are very good.
Well, the game that's going to probably be decided by the play of the backcourt from each team. It's really important for the Westview Warriors to take advantage of Mason Yoder. He's averaging 22 points a game and about 7 rebounds per contest. And getting a lot of help from Brady Yoder, who's at about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds per contest. These two play really great together. They're going to have to rely on Esch and Lehman down low for rebounding help, get the ball out, and get their offense going.
You mentioned guard play. That's really the strength for this Red Hawks team. Michael Wolford's squad is 12-7 on the year coming in.
Well, Drew Hogan is one of the reasons. He's not only a quality basketball player, but he's a great leader on his team, averaging 14 points and 3 rebounds. He also dishes out over 3 assists per contest. Quinn Bechtel is another quality player in their backcourt. Bechtel 8.7 points per game and also 5.1 rebounds. And you got to also throw in Deacon Hill, who's a very good athlete, can help them out on defense. They've got some people down low. Workman is one of the guys who's really come along.
Bo Hunt joins us courtside as usual. And Bo, as opposed to the 2 games that we have tomorrow that have epic meaning, this one doesn't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but what are these coaches looking for just 10 days removed from Hoosier hysteria?
I think that's one of the most important things about this game tonight is neither one of these teams are in the conference hunt, so you don't have to worry about that. Neither one of these teams are in each other's sectionals, regional, or even the playoffs. So they're going to go up against each other and try to figure some things out. Each one of these teams has some stuff to work on in the next 10 days to get ready for sectional. From this point forward, it's all about sectional, all about preparing for that sectional first game that they're going to play, drawing on Sunday. So these teams tonight are preparing for that.
The 47th chapter of the rivalry between Westview and Goshen about to play out. We'll have more about it on the Shipshewana Fitness pregame show with our Jordan Automotive Keys to Win. And it comes your way next on the 46th game of the week.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by Intera Credit Union, Bill's Heating, Jordan Automotive Group, TCU, Wolverine Mutual Insurance, Crown Trophy, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, St. Andrews Products, and the IHSAA.
This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is being brought to you in part by the Jordan Automotive Group. Simple, easy, stress-free. Welcome back inside Intera Gym in Goshen. So we get you ready for Westview and Goshen tonight on the boys' side. And it's our Shipshewana Fitness pregame show featuring our Jordan Automotive Keys to Win. We begin with the Westview Warriors, as we mentioned, led by a pair of Yoders. Brady Yoder is a 5'10 junior, all-conference selection a year ago, 2-year starter, leads this team in assists and steals, but also averages over 12 points a game. But the guy he wants to feed the ball to is Mason Yoder, the 6'2 senior guard, one of the area's top scorers, even though you haven't heard a lot about him this year. 23 points and 6 rebounds a game, all-conference selection with phenomenal athletic ability. He had 33 Tuesday night against Wawasee. The keys to win for Rob Yoder and the Warriors.
Well, number one, they have to defend at a high level. Goshen has a lot of weapons. They want to make sure that they limit, especially the rebounds. Close possessions with rebounds are important. Got to get transition defense and also transition second chances on offense. They got to shoot it better. They got to keep on improving as the season goes along, and they got to get the better shots and then make them. Rob Yoder, what an outstanding contribution to Westview basketball over his career. He talks to Chuck Freeby about the Warriors needing to continue their improvement.
Well, I think from the time we've started, we just want to see improvement. And we are seeing some improvement, both with turnovers, shot selection has improved a great deal. I think closing defensive possessions with rebounds, and especially the rebounds that are kind of up for scrap, the ones that you just got to fight for. I think we need to get better there. And so we'll see if we can get there.
When you talk about this Goshen team, you talk about the backcourt, and it's headed up by the 5'9" senior Drew Hogan, scoring 14 points a game. He is committed to run cross-country and track at Goshen, but he's been running up and down the floor about as well as anybody in a Goshen uniform, 5th on their all-time scoring list. He gets some help with the backcourt from Deacon Hill, the 6'3" junior, averaging 10.5 points a game in all-conference selection last year. Hill is a sharpshooter from the outside with 43 pointers in 8 games in double figures. The keys to win for Michael Wolford and the Red Hawks.
Well, Chuck, we want them to put a yoke on the Yoders. Now, they know what that means over at Westview, that's for sure. But they got to keep our eye on the Yoders, keep them in check tonight. They got to work inside out on offense. Got to take a look inside, run the coach's play, take a look at what's available in there, and they got to win on the boards, and they need everybody in on that rebounding effort to get that done. Michael Wolford is in his 6th season at Goshen, and he is one of those guys that's really looking forward to tonight's matchup and a challenge from Westview.
Well, both teams definitely know who they are at this time of the year, so you're just trying to take advantage of what you do well and try to figure out what the other team doesn't do so well. So tonight, taking advantage of size, but man, Westview is disciplined, and they definitely want to control the pace.
We got a chance to work a game here in the wonderful Intera Gymnasium, and Chuck Freeby is caught up with a guest downstairs. Chuck?
We come to the Intera Gym, and we're joined by a member of Intera Credit Union. This is Joel Richard. He is the Senior Vice President of Member Experience, and I am curious, for years this was Goshen Gymnasium. Now it has your name on it. What made Intera want to do that?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Intera is very committed to partnerships with our local schools. So this is a nice partnership for us with Goshen Community Schools. It's been good because it's allowed the school to do some facility updates, buy some new equipment, and Intera Gym is a great opportunity for us. We're just excited to partner with Goshen Community Schools, have this gym available for the athletes, the students, their parents, and also the community as a whole.
I'm also curious what's new at Intera Credit Union, but I know part of the answer because driving down US 33, I see a new branch in Goshen.
That's so true. We have our Dunlap location. That's opening in 2 weeks. So that's an exciting move for us. We're really active in northern Indiana in total right now. We also did a branch move in Topeka recently where we moved just down the street about a half a mile. Doesn't seem like much, but we get some additional square footage. We're a little closer to the town square, and it has some additional amenities like a drive-through that we didn't have in our old location. So we're excited about the way that we can serve both of those Dunlap and Topeka communities in a different way. And actually, next week is a big week for us because Intera turns 90 years old.
Wait a minute, you guys have been around for 90 years. I've lived here all my life. I have to admit, I had no idea that was the case.
90 years, isn't that incredible? Yeah, Intera actually opened on February 23rd, 1932 during the Great Depression, which is a really cool story to have a financial institution open during the Great Depression when people didn't have a lot of money. But it's a part of our foundation. It's allowed us to really carry forward with the commitment of people helping people. That's something that Intera values very much. So next week we get to celebrate that. On the 23rd, we have a birthday bash scheduled at all of our branch locations. So for all the members out there, if you have a chance, please stop in on the 23rd. We're going to have food and prizes. We'd love you to help us celebrate.
That's Joel Richard from Intera Credit Union, and that'll do it for our pregame show. We've looked at our Jordan Automotive keys to win. Now it's time to get ready. Starting lineups and tip-off from Intera Gym are next on the 46 Game of the Week. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you by Intera Credit Union. We get it, and we've got it. Our Shipshewana Fitness pregame show continues as you see the two coaches, Rob Yoder on the left, Michael Wolford on the right. Here are the starting lineups with Bob Nagel.
For the Westview Warriors, Brady Yoder starts at guard. He's a 5'10 junior, wears number 11. Mason Yoder wears number 13. He's a 6'2 senior. He'll play at a guard, along with Wiley Minix. Minix wears number 15. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Braden Esch is a 6'2 junior who will play at forward position. And 6'4 senior Bucky Lehman will also be playing up front. For the Goshen Redhawks, Drew Hogan wears number 3. He's a 5'9 senior. He'll start at a guard, along with Deacon Hill. Deacon Hill wears 21. He's 6'3 and a junior. Quinn Bechtel wears number 22. He's a 6-foot junior playing guard. The big guys down low, number 32, Gage Worthman. He's a 6'3 sophomore. He'll play forward along with Ryan Eldridge. Eldridge wears 42. He's a 6'7 sophomore. Those are the starting lineups. Check.
The series history dates back to 1967 between these two schools. Goshen leads the all-time series by a count of 27-19, but Westview has won the last 6 meetings, including a 42-33 decision a year ago in Topeka. The officials, as assigned by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, as you see this very interesting way of doing the starting lineups here in Goshen. And we'll just stay with this before we get to the officials as they come to the last one here with Ryan Eldridge. It's America night here in Goshen, so everything in red, white, and blue. And as the lights come back on, you see our officials. We've got Casey Gaynor working with Tony Rickert and Jeremy Swafford. As always, the IHSA asking for more officials.
Folks, St. Andrews Products brings you a check on the uniforms for this game. The home team, the Goshen Redhawks, will be wearing the white uniforms with red trim and red numbers. For the visitors, the Westview Warriors, they're wearing red uniforms with gold and white trim and numbers. These teams are looking good, and so can your team. St. Andrews Products has the finest apparel as well as promotional products. Retest and sales at standrewscorp.com.
Goshen night. Oh, I'm sorry.
Exciting night here in Goshen, partner, and calling the play-by-play, my partner, Chuck Freebie.
Goshen Floor Mart sponsors the opening tip, which is won by the 7-12 Westview Warriors. Their best win came against Bethany Christian. They have lost 4 straight, though, coming into this one. Brady Yoder handles the ball up top against the man-to-man defense of the Redhawks. Over on the side, that's Wiley Minix. Brady Yoder going down low to Mason Yoder. The turnaround won't go. Bucky Lehman battles for the offensive rebound, and Brady Yoder puts it in for 2. So Lehman showing why he's in there, getting an offensive board. Here come the 12-7 Goshen Redhawks. Ball goes down low to Drew Hogan for 2. And Hogan now tied for 4th on the all-time Goshen scoring list. 2-2 tie early on. Bucky Lehman has Westview running a 4-1. Now they're trying to get it to Mason Yoder on the post, but he's well covered. So taking the 3 and missing is Braden Esch. But Lehman another offensive rebound, and Brady Yoder makes him pay with a 3-pointer, sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant. For Brady Yoder, his 31st 3-pointer of the season. Deacon Hill up top for the Redhawks. Good head and shoulder fake. Down low it goes to Eldridge, and the big fella lays it up for 2. Ryan Eldridge coming off a 16-point effort against Plymouth on Wednesday night. Brings Goshen back within 1.
Worked that very nice. They had good communication, executed the way Michael Wolford laid that one out.
Now Wiley Minix for 3. That's off the mark. Bucky Lehman's 3rd offensive rebound, and Brady Yoder does what he's done after all 3 of them. He has 7. But they've all been set up by Lehman rebounds and assists. Hill up top. Goes over to Hogan. He surveys the situation. Eldridge. Nothing going down low right now for Goshen. Bechtel tried to drive, and we've got a moving screen called against the Redhawks. It'll be on Ryan Eldridge, his first.
Casper's Coin and Jewelry supports Red Hawk Athletics. Casper's Coin and Jewelry buys and sells gold, silver, and coins. Check out Casper's Coins,
Braden Esch brings it across for the Warriors. Minix to Mason Yoder, double teamed and threw it away. First turnover of the game for the Warriors.
Warriors with 3 rebounds, all on the offensive end. Pretty impressive.
Goshen finished third in the Northern Lakes Conference. Their best win, a 57-55 triumph over Northridge, but they have lost 6 of their last 9. Trying to get it together here before the tournament begins. Big game for Michael Wolford's team as they look to do that. Gage Worthman outside. Now Leighton Weddle has checked into the game for the Redhawks. He wears number 40. Hogan on the drive. Worthman, good three-point shooter up top. He got covered up quickly. Pretty good man-to-man defense so far by Westview. Up top, Bechtel thought about the shot, tried to work his way down low.
Wow, that's terrific defense for Westview.
Rob Yoder really encouraged by what he's seeing from his team so far in the early going. Bechtel, cross court to Hogan. Goshen just cannot get anything moving inside the perimeter. Bechtel. And the Warriors have played a good, solid 45 seconds of defense on this possession, but Bechtel could not hit the 3. And the rebound to Brady Yoder, and that will be put on the Rob Yoder highlight film for the season. Meanwhile, Wiley Minix for 3. Ring it up. It's sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant. And Minix hits his 34th three-pointer of the year.
Where the weapons ball showed up tonight for Westview. Rebounded. 3-pointers.
Rob Yoder was raving about the shooting of Wiley Minix earlier this week. He won't like seeing that from Quinn Bechtel. The 6-foot junior drives in and gets his first basket of the game. Bechtel, a terrific 3-sport athlete here at Goshen High School. Esch outside, Brady Yoder for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound finally controlled by Hogan. Goshen down 4. Bechtel around the screen. Hogan down low to Weddle. He turns with the left hand and banks it home. Bank is open on a Friday night here in Goshen. Leighton Weddle, who only averages 3 a game, gets 2 right there.
He had a couple of really good minutes in the game we did earlier this year with Goshen.
The other night they had him on the floor at the same time as Ryan Eldridge. I called that the Maple City skyline. A couple of 6'7" guys out there. Mason Yoder covered up well by Bechtel, but he can't get the bank shot to go, and the rebound to Gage Worthman. Redhawks with a chance to tie or take the lead. Hogan coming down the lane. Missed it, but there's Weddle for the bucket of the bump.
Big offensive board there for Goshen.
You get another look from Intera Credit Union, and the offensive boards have been big for both teams in the early going.
Trend Clothing is proud to support Redhawks athletics. Keep up the great work today, guys. You'll find the latest styles at Trend Clothing in the Linway Plaza. Don't follow the trend, set the trend.
Max Engel checks in for Westview, and Noah Alford in for Goshen. The free throw sponsored by Evie Ford. Weddle, only a 20% foul shooter, misses. 10-10 game with 2:07 to go first quarter. Brady Yoder down low. Mason Yoder, single coverage that time, and he will make you pay. First basket of the game for the 6'2" senior. Those long arms really coming through for Yoder on that layup. Noah Alford up top. Now it's Worthman. Worthman from the wing on the left side hits Gage Worthman, the 6'3" sophomore, with his first basket. He averages 9 a game. 5 different Redhawks on the scoreboard in the early going. Brady Yoder, good head and shoulder fake, and he was able to draw the contact. Brady Yoder will go to the line for free throws, sponsored by Weaver Furniture.
It's tax time. You can visit Southwood Flooring and invest that refund in new flooring for your home. Southwood Flooring, the perfect foundation to your dream. Visit their showroom in Shipshewana or online at southwindflooring.com.
No person that Westview would rather have on the line than Brady Yoder, 87% foul shooter. As you see Luke Helmuth check into the game. He wears number 33, a 5'10 sophomore. Brady Yoder, the son of former Westview star Rusty Yoder, now has 9 points here in the first quarter as the Warriors grab the lead.
Pretty good start for a guy averaging 12 points a game.
Bechtel finds Hogan, goes down low to Eldridge, and the big fella can't connect. The rebound to Helmuth. Brady Yoder walks it up. Mason Yoder, explosive drive to the hole, but he's thwarted by Worthman. Bechtel comes the other way. Hogan open for three. Bring it up. It's sponsored by Golden Comfort and Drew Hogan with 5. Mason Yoder down low. Eldridge wouldn't let him get the shot off. Westview has not had to deal with the kind of size that Goshen has down low very much this year. Warriors will hold for one.
Hoosier Insurance Agency is proud to support the Red Hawks. Hoosier Insurance Agency covers everything from auto, workman's comp, and everything in between. Visit HoosierInsurance.com.
Westview off the Mason Yoder miss has Engel knock it out of bounds. Deacon Hill will come back in for the last 2.8 of the first quarter. And Michael Wolford going to take a timeout. And it's sponsored by Stutzman Power Equipment. Gives us a chance to thank one of our sponsors, indeed.
Well, let's thank Stutzman Power Equipment, where you can get the tools and equipment for all your outdoor needs, specializing in Kubota, Steel, Toro, Simplicity, and Skag. Check them online at StutzmanPower.com. Stutzman Power Equipment, where service is our #1 product. Proud to support high school athletics.
So you've seen Drew Hogan score 5 tonight. These were the numbers on Hogan coming into the game tonight. So those 5 points push him past Dave Culp. The amazing thing about Lloyd Williams, 1,174 points, he did that back in 1929 when you didn't exactly have big scoring in the game, but Lloyd Williams was one of the early stars of Northern Indiana. Long pass from Alford to Eldridge. Hogan will get the 3 off, but couldn't get it to go. And the first quarter comes to an end here at Intera Gym. It was sparked by Brady Yoder scoring 9 points for Westview, but Drew Hogan and Goshen rallied, and they have a 1-point lead going to the second on 46. This edition of the 46th Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. They also sponsor our sideline report. Bo Hunt is courtside. Your thoughts on that first quarter?
I think a couple things stood out. First off, for Westview, I think the man-to-man defense, it's never changed since Robert Yoder's been there. I mean, they really get after you, even though they're undersized. And I think the other thing that really sticks out is the size of Goshen. Their ability to be inside and have that advantage inside is huge, but they're really not taking quite advantage of it yet. And I talked to Michael Wolford before the game, and that was one of the things he talked to me about, was really defining their big men on the inside here in the next 10 days before sectional comes about. And that's really what they need to do here in this game, guys.
Second quarter being brought to us by Wolverine Mutual Insurance.
Goshen goes 7 out of 11 in the first quarter, had 1 3-pointer. Westview was 5 of 11, had 2 3-pointers and a couple of free throws.
Redhawks with the basketball and a 1-point lead as we start quarter number 2. Ryan Eldridge back in there. Deacon Hill has been quiet tonight. But plenty of other contributors for this Redhawk squad. Noah Alford looking for an opening. Hill was open briefly, but passed on the shot. Hogan with the drive. Nice spin. Left his man in the dust for two. Beautiful move by the Northern Lakes Conference selection from a year ago. Goshen with its biggest lead. Brady Yoder will carve into it with a nice little two right there. And he's been the man for Westview so far, 11 of their 16 points.
A lot of defensive attention going to Mason Yoder, and it's leaving Brady some opportunities. He's taking advantage.
Noah Alford on the left-hand drive. Hogan. Hill will take the three but not make it. And the rebound comes to Westview in the person of Mason Yoder. Yoder gets about 6 of those per game. Leading rebounder on this Westview team. Helmuth back outside to Brady Yoder. Mason Yoder trying to post up down low, but Gage Worthman has him covered up. Top side triple. Luke Helmuth is off the mark. And the rebound, Hogan lost control, but Goshen gets it back. Redhawks trying to build on a 1-point lead as Michael Wolford bellows out the play from the sideline.
We've been talking about how good the defense has been, but there's been some good patience too by the offense looking for that good shot.
And they find Alford in the corner, but he is blocked by Helmuth, and that's the first foul on Luke Helmuth, and just the second on Westview.
Shipshewana Fitness Center is proud to support Westview High School basketball and the Shipshewana community. Experience the new hydro massage bed with red light therapy. Stop by to try the new Herbalife Energy Bombs. Shipshewana Fitness Center, a place where living well is not just a business, it's a calling. Shipshewana Fitness located at 505 East North Village Drive in Shipshewana, or call them at 260-768-4705.
Max Engel trying to guard Ryan Eldridge and gave up 7 inches and a lot of weight in that one, and Engel is called for the foul as he didn't give Eldridge any room to come down. But Engel got the worst of that exchange, I'll tell you that.
Sure did.
Eldridge underneath went right over the small freshman and put it in for 2. Nothing Engel could do. 4 points for Eldridge and a 3-point Red Hawk lead.
Good job by the Red Hawks to find that mismatch.
Outside, it's Brady Yoder and now Wiley Minix. Wade Springer in the game. You'll meet him at halftime, one of our TCU student athletes of the week. Down low it goes, Brady Yoder. Fade away over Worthman. Well defended, but a good job by Springer to get the rebound. Westview being very patient, although there's a travel call on Minix.
Second turnover for Westview, but check, they've got 8 rebounds, and 4 of them are on the offensive end here in the first half. I want to remind you that the Oasis in Goshen is proud to support Red Hawks athletics. The O is open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Friday, and dinner only on Saturday. Check out the Oasis online on Facebook. That's the Big O. They fed our crew tonight. Did a great job. We really appreciate it.
Also sponsoring our live stream. If you're watching on Facebook, leave us a comment. YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network also covering the game tonight. Deacon Hill went down the lane, had the ball poked away from behind, and on the alternating possession, it'll go to Westview. Hunter Porter about to check in for the Warriors, and Noah Alford will return for the Red Hawks.
Folks, wouldn't it be great to work for a company where their employees are their most valuable asset? Well, it's your chance now because RushCore is hiring. They have production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. To learn more about joining the RushCore family and get the $1,000 sign-on bonus, visit rushcore.com. That's RESCHCOR.com.
Brady Yoder has been wide open, coming off screens right around the 15-foot mark, and he has shown he can hit that shot. He has 13 points tonight and is keeping Westview in it. Eldridge, beautiful pass to Worthman, and it gets knocked out of bounds, deflected away by Hunter Porter.
Pretty good defensive effort there by Porter.
Goshen has tightened up the defense here in the second stanza. Hogan kicks it outside. Both teams have done a great defensive job here in the second. Bechtel had a good idea, but couldn't keep the handle. Now Eldridge looked like Gulliver with the Lilliputians down there. The bank shot won't go, and the rebound to Westview. Mason Yoder gets another carry. Springer up top, guarded by Worthman. Brady Yoder finds Mason Yoder. Yoder step back from 15, rims out. He's had a tough shooting night. Goshen has done a very good job on him. Hogan was open for 3, fell down, and now a held ball will go to the Redhawks.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Indiana serves delicious home-style meals including hearty breakfast, lunches on the go, delicious suppers, and some of the best pies and desserts you'll find in the Midwest. Tiffany's gives you a dining experience you won't soon forget. Proud supporter of high school athletics.
1-6-7 guy replaces another as Weddle comes in for Eldridge. Worthman. Now Alford. Bechtel has had a quiet night as well. Drew Hogan around the screen, and he drew the foul, but because of the pass, that will not be an act of shooting. You'll get another look here on the Impera Credit Union replay as the foul is called on Mason Yoder.
Imaginary Finishing Technologies is a proud supporter of high school sports in Michiana. They know all about teamwork as they provide components for the aerospace industry as well as medical, automotive, military, and defense. At IFT, quality is a way of life.
Well, this is worth another look on the Intera Credit Union replay. Drew Hogan with the bucket and the bump, and here you go. Look at this nice little spin move he put on one Yoder, and then Max Engel called for his second foul. And Hogan will take the free throw sponsored by E.B. Ford, 68% foul shooter on the year. Misses. Quinn Bechtel the rebound. He banked it home. Big possession for the Redhawks. They've got their biggest lead at 5.
That's a great offensive rebound. Seen a lot of those in this game tonight.
Brady Yoder. Springer. Hunter Porter in the game now. His pass knocked out of bounds by Bechtel, and Westview keeps possession.
E.B. Ford in Goshen is proud to support high school athletics and Redhawks athletics in particular. E.B. Ford has been serving the community for 100 years. When you're ready to buy or sell a car, visit EB.com. It's easy. That's EB.
Bucky Lehman back in the game because Westview is getting hurt on the boards right now, and they need him in there. He did a great job in the first quarter with 3 offensive rebounds. Mason Yoder to the cutting Brady Yoder for 2 more. 15 now for Brady Yoder.
Finding the hot hand, aren't they?
Good teams do that. And I know you might say, well, they're 7-12. They're not that good a team, folks. I'm telling you. They could be dangerous in that 2A sectional. It's a loaded one, but they're not a bad ball club.
Program has a tradition of winning.
Gage Worthman for 3. It's sponsored by Golden Comfort. Worthman with his 30th 3 of the season.
Five players have been in the scoring column for Goshen so far.
Mason Yoder can't connect, and Alford with the rebound. Goshen wants to run.
Just 3 in the scoring column for Westview.
Bechtel finds Worthman. Well defended. Hunter Porter just stuck the body on him. And now Hogan's going to hold for 1 shot, I believe.
Chad and Ashley Lambright with Caldwell Bankers at Goshen are proud supporters of the Redhawks athletics. When you're ready to make your next move, let them help. Chad and Ashley Lambright, your hometown realtors.
See the clock in bottom right-hand corner of the Intera Credit Union scoreboard. Drew Hogan putting on a little ball handling exhibition. Bechtel kicks it outside. Alford had it kicked away.
Millersburg Lumber is proud to support high school athletics and wishes both teams success the rest of the season. Millersburg Lumber has been in business for over 100 years and is a complete building supply center with exceptional customer service.
With 13.7 left in the half. Reminder coming up at halftime, our TCU Student Athletes of the Week. And we'll have halftime stats and highlights. Bechtel down the lane. Charge, no basket.
Wow.
Good looking call here. And there is one thing Westview has always done well, and Brady Yoder has been exceptional at, and that's taking charges. That's his 7th this year and his 22nd in the last 2 years.
Takes a lot of courage to stand under there and take a hit like that.
And a timeout called by Rob Yoder will take it as well. 2.9 left in the half. Redhawks by 6 on 46. Game of the week being brought to you by Wolverine Mutual Insurance, protecting you and your family for generations.
Our sincere thanks to the wonderful team at St. Andrews Products for supplying our broadcast team with the finest in apparel. They can do the same for your team, school, or business. Promotional products, advertising specialties, business gifts, and so much more. Call us at 1-800-628-9922, or you can reach us online at sales@standrewscorp.com. If you have questions, our answer will always be yes.
Let's see if Rob Yoder called the picket fence. Bechtel steals the inbounds pass. His three-quarter court heave is short, and the teams will go to the locker room with Goshen on top of Westview by a count of 26-20. And as they head away, let's go to Bo Hunt with Michael Wolford.
Coach, you guys go into halftime up by 6. How do you feel your team played, especially your bigs in that first half?
We started a little slow, but we made some really good second chance baskets there. We were pretty active as the half went on. We need to do a better job guarding Brady Yoder. He did a really nice job. I think he had 13 in the half, but did a good job on Mason Yoder, so I guess it's pick your poison.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right. It was a big first half for Brady Yoder as the Westview junior scored 15 points, but Gage Worthman and the Redhawks take a 6-point lead to the locker room at halftime. 26-20 Goshen. Our TCU Student Athletes of the Week are next on 46.
Welcome back to Goshen High School. At halftime, we have a chance always to visit with our Student Athletes of the Week, brought to you by TCU. TCU reminds you to go online at tcunet.com. Find out how you can become a member today. Well, with us from Goshen High School is Drew Hogan, and with us from Westview High School is Dr. Springer. I'm calling him that because he wants to be a doctor one of these days, but congratulations on being singled out for all your fine work.
Yes, thank you.
You're involved in 3 sports? Basketball?
2, basketball and golf.
Golf. How's the golf going?
I haven't played in a year, but we'll see.
That makes you one of the top 5 people in school, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you want to go on and study to be a doctor. You want to be an orthopedic surgeon. What lit that fire under you?
Well, I've always been known to get hurt, and I've gone through a couple of injuries. And just the fact of healing those in many different ways. And so my dad's a vet and my mom's a nurse, so they know a lot about medicine, and they just grew my passion, I guess.
That's great. You probably paid attention to what the doctors were saying, right?
Yeah, I tried to. Yeah.
Talk about the other things you're involved with at school besides sports.
Well, I'm in student council and a lot of academic classes, honor classes, high honor roll, stuff like that.
Congratulations on that. Have you picked a school, or are you still open?
No, I'm still open. I got a lot of work to do, I guess.
Well, wish you best luck with that. Give a shout out to the people that mattered in your life.
Yeah. My flight instructor, Joe Sample, my parents, they always stay number 1, and God under all else.
Don't forget God first. Pilot training is important, but
yes,
the number 1 pilot's up there waiting for you. How long have you been involved with piloting?
It will be almost a complete year now.
Wow. Congratulations. Have fun with that.
Thank you.
All
right, we're really grateful for the opportunity to talk with Wade Springer from Westview High School, and now we want to talk to Drew Hogan from Goshen High School. And Drew, you're a busy guy as well. You're involved with 3 sports: basketball, cross country, and track. One works really well to keep you in shape for the other, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's great going from one sport to the next one to the next one with staying in shape.
Running seems to be your passion more than maybe basketball, and you'd like to continue that to the next level?
Yeah, I'm going to continue running cross country and track at Goshen College. Yeah, I just kind of picked it up in high school and just went with it.
And you want to study psychology. There's a certain amount of that involved in running, isn't there?
I do want to study psychology. It's very interesting and just like to expand on it.
Talk about the things you're involved with here at school, too. Goshen has such a great layout, and they try to keep all the students busy.
Yeah, I mean, I do like internship and PACT and stuff, so it's like finding a job for you. So I go and like help little kids at elementary school and just that sort of stuff.
That's great. And you've got a good support team behind you. Give them a mention.
Yeah, thank you to my family, my parents, my sister, my friends. They all stick with me and they support me.
That's great. Wish you the best of luck in the future. Congratulations on what you've done.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Drew Hogan from Goshen High School, Wade Springer from Westview High School, our Student Athletes of the Week, brought to you by TCU. TCU reminds you to go online at tcunet.com. Find out how you can become a member today. We're back after a break with some halftime stats and highlights. Stay with us. You're watching the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week.
This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV 46 for over 30 years. Halftime here at Terra Gym in Goshen, where the homestanding Redhawks lead Westview by a count of 26-20, trying to get their first win over the Warriors in 7 years. Chuck Freeby and Bob Nagel high above the fray. I'm impressed with both teams tonight.
I was impressed, especially early, with what Westview did on the offensive boards, and the fact that, if you're not going to get your top scorer in Mason Yoder on the board, where are you going to go? Well, Brady picked him up, did a great job, 6 out of 8 field in the first half. But Chuck, there were so many great performances, including a very balanced attack by these Goshen Redhawks.
Let's show you how it got to be this way inside the Terra Gym. And it started off with Brady Yoder hitting a 3 for Westview early on. Goshen would answer by going inside. Ryan Eldridge with 2 of his 4 points. But Westview continued the 3-point barrage. Wiley Minix with his only trifecta of the first half had the Warriors out in front. Back came Goshen. Drew Hogan with a 3-pointer to give the Redhawks the lead. But back and forth we would go. Brady Yoder doing almost all the damage for Westview. He had 15 points in that first half. Hogan led the Redhawk attack with 9. Yoder wasn't done yet. He was keeping Westview in it, but Gage Worthman with a big 3 towards the end of the half gives the Redhawks a 6-point lead. And a look at the first half numbers shows some pretty decent shooting.
Both teams got 18 shots from the field in the first half, but Goshen hit 12 out of 18, 67%, 44% for Westview in that first half, and the rebounding, turnovers about the same, 3-pointers about the same. There's only been 4 free throws taken tonight, 2 of them made by Westview, and Westview got to find a couple more guys. They've only got 3 people in the scoring column so far, Goshen with 5.
Can't help but think how much sharper basketball looks in February than it did back in November. These two teams playing at a high level tonight, and Goshen leads at 26-20. We'll be back with second half play-by-play from the Maple City after this on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned.
We're ready to get back to action. I want to remind you that OA Construction Services is the proud supporter of high school athletics. OA Construction Services. When you want commercial renovations done right, call OA Construction.
Let's check in with Bo Hunt for Bill's hitting sideline report. What did Rob Yoder have to say at the break?
Well, first off, he said he wanted to talk to me before halftime. I told him that wasn't my fault, we usually go with the guy who's leading. But no, great conversation with Rob. Just talked about the first half and the adjustments for the second half. I said defensively, they played very well. And he goes, yeah, we just had a couple breakdowns on the inside or we left the guys open, but we did a fantastic job really manning up. Said offensively, we got to get Mason the ball better in better spots and get him open a little bit better because he can't have just 2 points and a half, guys.
Sunday, people are going to be glued to the internet. IHSA TV, 5 o'clock with the boys tournament draw. And they'll take you from 1A all the way on up to 4A. Should be a very interesting afternoon. This has been a very interesting evening. Goshen on top by 6. We start the third quarter with Westview with the basketball. It's brought to us by Wolverine Mutual Insurance.
No question, Mason Yoder has to get it going.
And he goes right down on the block, blocked by Deacon Hill. And a held ball will go to Goshen.
Wow. I think they saw the same thing we did. Folks, Golden Comfort Home Furnishing is proud to support Red Hawks Athletics. Golden Comfort has been part of the Goshen community since 1985. Check out our showroom in Peddlers Village.
Red Hawks go down low to Ryan Eldridge. Big fella got thwarted, held ball. Alternating possession goes to Westview. Nice job by Brady Yoder despite giving up 9 inches on that exchange.
2 held balls to start the second half. Boy, the intensity and defense has been terrific.
And yet, with all the good defense, one of those teams is shooting 67% and only has 2 turnovers. They've had to work very hard for that. And Minix cannot hit the 3, and Eldridge gets another rebound. Bechtel around an Eldridge screen. Hogan up top. Now Deacon Hill. Bo mentioned the staple of Westview teams over the years, sticking man-to-man defense, but it didn't stop Hogan from getting 2 more of his 11. Goshen's biggest lead, Brady Yoder. Gets it back for 3. It's sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant. And Brady Yoder making his own personal highlight film tonight. He has 18. Bechtel wanted to come right down the lane. Now Hogan. Worthman for 3. Not that time, and the rebound comes to Minix. Westview just hanging around, only down 5. And there goes Brady Yoder. Now up top, the 3 by Braden Esch. It's sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant. And a timeout called by Goshen. 6:02 to go in the third quarter. Braden Esch's 3-pointer makes it a 2-point game. Goshen 28, Westview 26 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Imagineering Finishing Technologies. IFT, where quality is a way of life.
Goshen Floor Mart is proud to support the Red Hawks. Goshen Floor Mart has one of the region's largest flooring selections. Visit GoshenFloorMart.com. Take a look at what's under your feet.
You were saying about the Braden Esch 3-pointer as we went to break.
Well, one of the things, Chuck, we talked about at halftime is they had to have more people get in the scoring column. Esch is the 4th man, and to hit a big 3-pointer there, that was a confidence builder. We're down to a 2-point ball game.
He hit 3 of those the other night against West Noble, and Braden Esch was a big part of Westview's state champion soccer team this year.
Terrific athlete.
Knows what it's like to win.
Folks, TCU is better banking, where you'll get the latest technology and you're never far from a friendly face. Discover the TCU advantage. Become a member today at TCUnet.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Deacon Hill's 12-footer is offline, and the rebound goes out of bounds to Goshen. Red Hawks to inbound right in front of their cheerleaders. Hogan goes down the lane with the scoop for 2. Oh, you won't find a finer scoop at the Chief. 13 now. Bucky Lehman works it around. Esch to Lehman. He'll kick it back out. Here's Mason Yoder. And now Brady Yoder will set it back up. Westview only down by 4. Quinn Bechtel has done a marvelous job on Mason Yoder. Minix couldn't get the 3 to go, but here's Brady Yoder. 3 on the way by Esch is off the mark, and Worthman goes high for the rebound. Eldridge, oh, he had Lehman on his back, and they didn't see it. Hogan steps out and hits the 3. It's sponsored by Golden Comfort. You knew it was good the moment it left his hand. 16 for Drew Hogan.
People don't think we're on tape delay, partner, the way you had that call.
There aren't many times. I remember Dyrese Gary taking one at Concord that I could call the moment it left his hand. But this one, the moment it left his hand, you knew it was going in.
Bang. Nothing but net.
And a Red Hawk lead that was 2 a moment ago is now 7 and could go higher. Hill just missed that one. Eldridge scooped up that loose ricochet. Mason Yoder nearly tackled Hogan, no call, and at the other end, Esch, there was all kinds of paint being traded here. The whistles are in the pockets. Eldridge down low, and Lehman is called for the foul. You get another look from Intera as Eldridge goes to the line for free throws, sponsored by EB4.
Casper's Coin and Jewelry supports Red Hawk Athletics. Casper Coin and Jewelry buys and sells gold, silver, and coins. Check out Casper's Coins, Goshen.com.
Eldridge, a 69% free throw shooter. Whole lot of iron on that one as Wade Springer comes back in. You look at Michael Wolford, 6-year coach here at Goshen, was an assistant to Brian Bechtel. He's been here in the system for 14 years now. Red Hawks with their biggest lead of the night at 9. They're on a 7-0 run. Mason Yoder has been bottled up, the leading scorer, averaging 23 a game with just 2 tonight, mainly because of the defense of Quinn Bechtel. Brady Yoder has been keeping Westview in it, and Esch will try, but couldn't get the 3 to go, and the rebound to Noah Alford. Here's Hogan trying to go baseline, shut off.
Goshen now with a 9-point lead can be a little more patient on offense, looking for that good shot.
Our 2 student athletes, one guarding the other. Hogan goes in, couldn't get it to drop. Mason Yoder the rebound. Springer, now Minix. Some baby faces on this Westview team. Minix trying to work on Alford. Rob Yoder feels the future is bright for this Westview squad, but he'd like a win now, and Springer doing his part to help the cause. His 5th 3 of the year is sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant.
And now there are 5 players who have scored for Westview.
Westview still in striking distance, only down 2 possessions here. They got to get a stop. It's been tough to do tonight against this Goshen squad. Hogan having a good night with 16 so far.
Trend Clothing is proud to support Red Hawk Athletics. Keep up the great work today, guys. You'll find the latest styles at Trend Clothing in the Linway Plaza. Don't follow the trend, set the trend.
Eldridge now with 8. We mentioned the big night he had against Plymouth the other night with 16. He has been more of a force as of late. Topside triple is good by Wiley Minix. It's sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant. And Westview claws back to within 5.
Trading 2s for 3s. It's going to eventually work out that way.
Hogan drives the baseline. Drew Hogan with 18. His season high came on TV 46 when he had 22 against Elkhart.
He is 8 of 11 from the field so far tonight.
And a lot of them have been layups like that. Westview showing some patience. There's Brady Yoder. 20 points for Yoder. 5-point Goshen lead here in the final minute of quarter number 3.
Folks, it's tax time. Visit Southwind Flooring and invest that refund into new flooring for your home. Southwind Flooring.
Deacon Hill with the three-pointer. And a technical foul is going to be called here on Goshen. The three-pointer sponsored by Golden Comfort.
Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation to your dream. Visit their showroom in Chippewa or online at southwindflooring.com.
Let's take another look here on the Intera Credit Union replay as you see the three here by Hill. And I don't see where the technical foul occurred.
Unless he said something to one of the guys going by that we
Actually,
didn't hear.
they called the technical on Ryan Eldridge, so perhaps he said something. And Brady Yoder, the 87% free throw shooter at the line for free throws for the Warriors, and he missed the first.
Hoosier Insurance Agency is proud to support the Red Hawks. Hoosier Insurance Agency covers anything from auto to workman's comp and everything in between. Visit HoosierInsurance.com.
So Brady Yoder now with 21. Westview gets the ball back, trailing by 7. Final 37.7 here in the third quarter. Michael Wolford somewhat flummoxed at the technical call.
Is that anything like upset?
Baffled? How about baffled?
I like it.
Springer out top to Brady Yoder. Looks like Westview wants to hold for one.
Stutzman Power Equipment, where you can get the tools and equipment you need for all your outdoor needs, specializing in Kubota, Steel, Toro, Simplicity, and Skag. Check them out online at StutzmanPower.com. Stutzman Power Equipment, where services are #1 product. Proud to support high school athletics.
Brady Yoder with a career-high 23, keeping Westview in it. Drew Hogan has had a big night for the Red Hawks. He has 18. Oh, it's a dandy here in the Maple City tonight. Red Hawks lead to the Warriors 42-37 as we go to the fourth on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by St. Andrews Products, providing quality apparel to the PGA and to 46 Sports. Bo Hunt wearing that 46 Sports jacket courtside as we go to him for a Bills Heating sideline report. Your thoughts on that third quarter? We're seeing quite the show between Hogan and Yoder.
Yeah, I mean, you got two guys that are really putting up the numbers here with Drew Hogan, Brady Yoder. But the guy I want to talk to about is Quinn Bechtel. The performance that he has done on Mason Yoder is just phenomenal. Guy averaging almost 23 points a game. He's held him to 2 points. I think that is the difference in this game tonight. The defense that Quinn Bechtel is playing tonight, guys.
We'll see if he can keep it up.
Shipshewana Fitness Center is proud to support Westview High School basketball and the Shipshewana community. Experience the new hydro massage bed with red light therapy. Stop by and try the new Herbalife Energy Bomb. Shipshewana Fitness Center, a place where living well is not just a business, it's a calling. Shipshewana Fitness, located at 505 East North Village Drive in Shipshewana, or call them at 260-768-4705.
Well, Mason Yoder got the ball coming out of that play, and he'll go to the foul line where he's a 73% free throw shooter on the year, but couldn't get that one to go. It's been that kind of night of frustration for the 6'2 senior. He gets that one. 3 points tonight for Mason, the cousin of Charlie Yoder, who now plays at the University of Incarnate Word down in San Antonio. Hogan Down low, Leighton Weddle with the left hand is good. The Twin Towers, Eldridge and Weddle, have combined for 14 tonight. They've been a big part of the Goshen success.
The Oasis at Goshen is proud to support Red Hawks athletics. The O is open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Friday and dinner only on Saturday. Check out the O online or on Facebook.
Well, Mason Yoder starting to heat up here in the fourth. And he gets it back to a 4-point game. By the way, the Oasis sponsoring our live stream tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and the Champions Network.
And they took on a big challenge. They fed our crew tonight. We're very grateful.
Good burgers. Hogan up top. Now it's Noah Alford, outstanding receiver on the football team. Hogan goes all the way, bucket of the bump.
Wow.
They'll call the foul on Wade Springer, and you'll get another look from Interra Credit Union.
Strong to the hoop. Folks, GNC Customs in Goshen wants to give a shout out to the Red Hawks. From your everyday speaker replacement to rear seat entertainment and remote starts, GNC Customs does it all.
Free throw sponsored by Evie Ford. Hogan now with 21. And the Red Hawk lead back up to 7. Mason Yoder. Again, Bechtel right with him. Mason Yoder not a three-point shooter. He does most of his damage down low. Here's Minix. Bechtel with the steal.
It's only the 4th turnover tonight for the Red Hawks. Or rather for Westview.
Hogan comes around his man again for 2 more. A season high 23 for Drew Hogan. And Goshen back up by 9.
Goshen Floor Mart proud to support the Red Hawks. Goshen Floor Mart has one of the region's largest flooring selections. Visit GoshenFloorMart.com.
Minix misfired on the 3, Worthman the rebound. And Michael Wolford directing traffic in front of the Goshen bench. Hogan again. Not that time. Minix the rebound. Brady Yoder with the handles for Westview. Brady Yoder and Hogan each with 23 tonight.
OA Construction Services, a proud supporter of high school athletics. OA Construction Services. When you want commercial renovations done right, call OA Construction.
Westview has to find a good shot here. But instead, a turnover as Springer threw it away. And now we might see a more deliberate Goshen attack. In fact, we'll see a timeout called. It's sponsored by Stutzman Power Equipment. 4:50 to go. And the Red Hawks lead it by 9 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you by the Jordan Auto Group. Simple, easy, stress-free.
Folks, wouldn't it be great to work for a company where their employees are their most valuable asset? Well, now's your chance because Reshcore is hiring. They have production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. To learn more about joining the Reshcore family and getting the $1,000 sign-on bonus, visit Reshcore.com. That's RESCHCOR.com.
Saturday will be a great day of girls basketball semi-state action. We'll live stream Fairfield and Frankton at 1 and show it to you on TV 46 at 7. That's the 2A semi-state. And then the 3A semi-state has number 1 South Bend, Washington, number 2 Garrett. Live stream at 4. TV 46 airs it at 9. What a day that should be over in LaPorte on Saturday.
What a great job LaPorte does of hosting those events.
Here it's Goshen by 9. Trying to knock off Westview for the first time in 7 years. Good ball movement, gets it to Gage Worthman for 3. It's sponsored by Golden Comfort, and Worthman has 8. Mason Yoder. Now Brady Yoder. Westview down double digits. Terrific shooting by the Red Hawks tonight in this one. They were at 67% for the first half, and I don't think it's waned a whole lot in the second. Brady Yoder couldn't get the runner to go, and Weddle with the rebound. Alford tries to drive baseline. But Goshen can afford to be patient here.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Indiana serves delicious home-style meals, including hearty breakfast, lunches on the go, delicious suppers, and some of the best pies and desserts you'll find in the Midwest. Tiffany's gives you a dining experience you won't soon forget. Proud supporter of high school athletics.
I believe the foul is going to be called on Max Engel. Nope, they're going to call it over the back here on Leighton Weddle. That's the second on Weddle, but the third on Goshen. And it'll be Westview ball.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies continues to be the industry knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Our 3 Indiana locations involved with supplying process components for aerospace giants, including the latest developments for Boeing and SpaceX. At IFG, we're like the teams in tonight's game working toward a great finish.
Yeah, they called a double foul there. One was on Engel, the other was on Weddle. So that's a held ball alternating possession. Will go to Goshen.
Good job by the officials.
They just wanted to give you one more chance for a live read there.
Had a lot of great support in our game tonight. We appreciate that very much.
Absolutely. Both communities stepping up, as we always know they'll do. A lot of excitement in Goshen about this basketball team. Going into that Elkhart sectional in a few days. They could be a sleeper there.
E.B. Ford and Goshen proud to support the Red Hawks athletics. E.B. Ford has been serving the community for 100 years. When you're ready to buy or sell, visit eb.com. It's easy. That's EB.
Timeout called by Goshen as they got Hogan out of the trap. 3:05 to go in the fourth, and the Red Hawks up by 12 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by TCU, empowering members for 90 years. They're federally insured by the NCUA.
Goshen continued their red hot shooting in the third quarter, now 18 of 28 going into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, they're 4 out of 5. It's a tremendous, tremendous shooting percentage.
So Goshen trying to kill the last 3 minutes of this one and pick up the 13th win of the year. They've got a tough week next week, playing West Noble on Tuesday, and then John Glenn here in the regular season finale on Friday night. Worthman misses. Good box out by Engel that time, and the rebound collected by Mason Yoder. And Mason Yoder brings it all the way down. A little surprised he didn't take the shot there. Engel.
I think Bo Hunt was exactly right. We haven't heard a lot on the offense for Bechtel, but he has done a great job on defense. Folks, Chad and Ashley Lambright with Coldwell Banker and Goshen are proud supporters of Red Hawks athletics. When you're ready to make your next move, let them help you. Chad and Ashley Lambright, your hometown realtors.
Mason Yoder off the inbound, and a timeout called by Rob Yoder. It's sponsored by Stutzman Power Equipment. Gives us a chance to thank another sponsor.
Does, as a matter of fact, want to thank Millersburg Lumber. They're proud to support high school athletics and wishes both teams success the rest of the season. Millersburg Lumber has been in business for over 100 years and is a complete building supply center with exceptional customer service.
A reminder, we've got college basketball on the radio Sunday. Rutgers has been red hot. They have beat 4 straight ranked teams. Now they go into Mackey Arena and take on number 5 Purdue, which suddenly finds itself atop the Big Ten. That's must-listen-to radio. Watch the pairings and listen to Purdue on Harvest 103.1 FM. And talk about one of the great coaches in the area, Rob Yoder, coming back to take over this team again this year. He is just shy of joining the 700 club with members like Aaron Wolf, Barrett Kuhlman, and Jason Groves. Winning percentage of .694. And the expressions of Rob Yoder tonight have been priceless. Ball knocked out of bounds by Westview. It'll be Goshen basketball.
Rob has gotten a lot of what he wanted tonight. And that was, number one, a good effort not to back down against Goshen. Leading scorer has been held in check, but the rest of the guys have played hard.
Alford trying to race away from everybody. Found Worthman on the drive, and a blocking foul called on Max Engel. That's his fourth, but only the fourth on Westview.
St. Andrews Products is celebrating over 30 years of serving corporations, high schools, and colleges, as well as the PGA Tour. We're proud to support the new American Dunes Golf Course in Grand Haven, Michigan, providing resources for the Folds of Honor mission and providing scholarships to veterans and their families. Let us help your cause. Reach us at sales@standrewscorp.com, where your expectations become our standards.
It is rare that we talk to a guy that only scores 2 points at the end of a game, but I get the feeling Mr. Hunt might be talking to Mr. Bechtel at the end of this one. With the defensive job that he did. Plus, we already heard from Drew Hogan at halftime. What more is he going to tell us?
Drew Hogan's had a terrific game tonight, and they've gotten some good shots from Gage Workman, and also some good scoring from Ryan Eldridge. Those big guys have made a difference.
That foul called on Brady Yoder, his first, the team's fifth. Westview pretty much in a situation where they have nothing to lose except to go foul and see if you can get back in this one by putting Goshen at the foul line. So the foul called there on Wiley Minix. That'll be the sixth. They need one more to force the bonus.
Partner, I want to take a second to congratulate a lady who's done a tremendous job and a great gift to high school athletics over her years at Westview, and that is Darlene Matthew. She retired. She was given an honor at Westview this past week, and richly deserving of that. And did a great job at Westview. Congratulations, and hope you enjoy that retirement.
46 years of working in athletics, and when Darlene broke in, there were not a whole lot of women working in high school athletics. She and Phyllis Tubbs, real pioneers in this area for women in athletics. Foul called here on Wade Springer. That's going to send Deacon Hill to the foul line, 75% free throw shooter.
I got to say, Chuck, I'm impressed with Goshen. They faced some adversity early on. They executed a game plan, I think, that Michael Wolford had for them. Thought they had some advantages. But, boy, I tell you what, the defensive effort against Mason Yoder was a big, big part of their success tonight.
And a foul called here on Goshen. It'll go against Drew Hogan. But Redhawks have plenty of fouls to give, too, and they can keep Westview from getting some easy looks at the basket here.
Chuck, you're talking about the draw coming out on Sunday. Remember that Westview is a 2A team, and they're gaining confidence, getting better every game this season. They've got a couple more to get ready, but could be a factor in that sectional.
Here's the drive, the layup missed by Springer, the rebound to Worthman. The biggest problem for Westview, and we might take a look at their sectional here if we get another dead ball, is the fact that everybody else in their team sectional has a winning record. There's some really good teams in that sectional. Eldridge outside to Hogan, and he is fouled. And so let's take a look at Class 2A sectional 35. East side sitting there at 19-1. Connor Esesian and Central Noble at 20-2. I mean, Fairfield's having a nice year. They're 13-6, and they're the third best team in that sectional. Hogan at the line, free throw sponsored by Evie Ford. Drew now at 24 tonight. That puts him at 1,150 points for his Goshen career. He might be able to catch Lloyd Williams. He's not going to catch John Ritter. 15-23, and that was before they had a three-point line.
Went on to play for Indiana University and a young coach named Bob Knight.
Hogan now at 25. Redhawks are going to pick up their 13th win of the season here and their second win of the week. They also beat Plymouth on Wednesday night. Brady Yoder's three, sponsored by Tiffany's Restaurant. He's got a new career high at 26, and we have a timeout sponsored by Stutzman Power Equipment. What a night for Brady Yoder. And he'll be back next year, part of a talented junior group in Michiana.
Chuck, when you look at the scoring for Drew Hogan tonight, he had 5 points in the first quarter, He had 4 in the second quarter. He had 9 in the third quarter, and he's got 7 right here in the fourth quarter. So it's been balanced, and he's been a weapon all night long.
So we broke down Westview's sectional. Let's take a look at Goshen's. Penn will be the favorite, which is the last thing you want to have happen to you going over to Northside Gym. Warsaw sitting there. There's Goshen. They'll be 13-7. Northridge has won 8 in a row entering tonight. They've been red hot. Don't count out either Concord or Elkhart. We'll see the Lions next week on TV 46 take on Northwood in the season finale.
And of course, we will have to wait until after the draw to see exactly where we will be. But trust me, we've looked at it, we've talked about it, and we're looking to bring you the best action possible here on TV 46 and our coverage all the way to the state championships in Indianapolis.
Full court pressure here by Westview, down by 9 with 29.6 left. Goshen band has been terrific tonight. Westview trying to get a push-off foul there on Drew Hogan, but the acting class is maybe not as good there in Topeka, and a timeout called by Michael Wolford as he just beat the clock on the 10-second count.
Michael Wolford with his family in the house tonight. He said, we've played 3 games in 5 nights. I said, if I want to see my kids, better bring them to the game.
Not a bad idea. So, Bo Hunt, I want to come down to you with the Bills Heating sideline report and your thoughts on these two teams entering the sectionals that they'll be in.
I think one of the biggest thing is for Westview, it's just the way they play defense and go after it. And I think Goshen actually did a disservice to the rest of the 2A teams in that sectional by the way Quinn Bechtel guarded Mason Yoder tonight. And the unleashing of Brady Yoder really, I think, is a two-headed monster for Westview going in that sectional. And if they can get both Yoders going, they're going to be a hard team to beat. And then this Goshen team, with the way Hogan plays, and then you got some key contributors on the outside from the three-point range, and the big guys inside. If these big guys inside can become a little bit more dominant, don't put the ball on the ground as soon as you get the ball inside, take it right to the hoop, turn and go up, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with as well, guys.
Ryan Eldridge, if you're watching this on tape, that last comment from Mr. Hunt was directed at you. 14.8 left, and Hogan will go back to the foul line for free throw sponsored by EB4. Drew Hogan with a 3.9 GPA, terrific work ethic. He volunteers at the Humane Society. Been the leading scorer for Goshen the last 3 seasons. Misses the free throw here, but Deacon Hill is able to save it for him. And this one will belong to the Red Hawks. Goshen prevails over Westview for the first time in 7 years, beating them by a count of 54-45. Plenty to talk about on the Ship Show on a Fitness postgame show, and we'll do it after this on the 46 Game of the Week.
Thanks for watching the WHME TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by
I don't think they still go cruising on Main Street here in the Maple City, but the celebration goes on as the Red Hawks have beaten the Westview Warriors by a final score of 54-49 here inside the Intera Gym. Chuck Freeby and Bob Nagel high above the fray. An impressive offensive performance by a couple of standout guards tonight. Drew Hogan and Brady Yoder really put on a show.
Yeah, they really did, and both teams played really hard, played really well. And again, Westview not quite as much scoring potential, and Goshen got some good balance. Drew Hogan was outstanding. One of the things about tonight, Chuck, is it was a really good high school basketball game. You had 2 teams that have been getting better as the season's gone along, and we saw a lot of good play tonight out of both teams.
Cleanly played, not a lot of fouls, not a lot of turnovers, but there was some really good defense in this game, and that was really kind of what's won our choice for player of the game. The guy that really sparkled on the defensive side of the floor is now standing by with Bo Hunt.
Standing by with our player of the game, Quinn Bechtel. You know, Quinn, normally we have somebody in here with 20, 30 points. Drew had that. But the defense you played tonight and the job your coach put you up to was just phenomenal. You held your opponent, Mason Yoder, under his average by 16 points. Just talk about the effort that you gave out there tonight.
Coach talked about it. He's averaging, 25 points, I think it was. And so we knew that he was our number one focus. And great credit to my teammates, Deacon, and he was off the ball, helping, trapping when he got it in the post on me. And so I couldn't have done it without them.
You guys come into this game, or Goshen does, on 6-game losing streak to Westview. What was it that it was able to get you guys over with this game and with this team that you have this year?
I think we got a special group here. We know, we believe in ourselves. We believe we can win. And we just had that will to win in us, and we knew it was 6 straight, and we wanted to end that.
What do you need to do over the next 10 days before sectional in order to prepare you for that tough Northside sectional?
We got to maintain focus and practice, and our 2 games next week, we got to have good performances so we can have some confidence going in, and just stay focused and practice.
Any watch party here on Sunday for the drawing?
We're going over to Gage's house.
Thanks a lot. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
So put your order in now with the Worthman family for what you want.
Right, their address is 5-6. No, we don't know, but that should be a lot of fun. And it's really it's one of the things that we hear from a lot of players and their families. They'll go to their game on a Friday night, then they'll go home and watch our game.
Right.
And in this case, we're glad to have all the folks from Goshen, Westview watching, along with everybody that's getting ready for the tournament and wanting to see. We've got to do a little scouting. You can do it at home.
Oh, and hi, Frankfort Lady Eagles. We're going to see you in just a matter of hours on TV 46. If you happen to be watching on Saturday morning, we'll be over in LaPorte in just a few hours. So we better wrap it up here so the crew can break down and head on over for what should be a great day of girls semi-state action on Saturday. Our thanks to our TV 46 crew led by our production manager and a guy working about 4 jobs tonight, Dean Korsmo. Good to see Tommy Ward back in the truck these days as well, working the audio, and our usual cast of terrifically talented men and women that help us each and every week. A reminder, girls semi-state action on TV 46 Saturday. We'll show you the 2A semi-state between Fairfield and Frankton at 7, and then the 3A semi-state between Toppin, Washington, and Garrett at 9 p.m. And don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and now Instagram. For my broadcast partners, they're Hall of Famers, Bob Nagel, Bo Hunt. It's Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final, Goshen 54, Westview 45. So long from the Maple City.